sketching grand new ideas in the dust with a stick. Today, his drawing was of a magnificent flying train, destined for cities he'd only read about. Old man Caleb, who ran the store, watched Shayaan from the window, his eyes kind and knowing. Shayaan sighed, wiping his incredible vision away with the sole of his boot. "It's just dust," he murmured sadly. Caleb walked out slowly, his white apron visible against the sun, baked colors of the street. "Dust is just small pieces of big things, Shayaan," Caleb said, his voice a low rumble like a distant train. Shayaan looked up, his brow furrowed. "But my pockets are still empty, Caleb. My ideas need money to start." Caleb smiled, a network of wrinkles crinkling around his kind eyes. "Tell me, what makes a giant oak tree?" "A seed," Shayaan replied quickly, recalling his lessons. "A very small, ordinary seed." "Exactly," Caleb nodded. "The seed is small, but the idea of the tree inside it is huge. Your empty pockets are just soil, Shayaan. What you plant in your mind grows into your world." Caleb reached into his own apron pocket and pulled out a small, tarnished brass magnifying glass. "This belonged to my father. It can't make things bigger, but it helps you see the small things differently. It shows you the entire complex world hidden inside a single grain of sand. You just need to focus." Shayaan held the glass carefully. It felt heavy and important, unlike the lightness of his empty pockets. "Try it now," Caleb instructed. "Look at the dust. Don't see failure. See the potential soil." Through the glass, the dust wasn't gray and dull. It glittered with tiny, colorful mineral flakes, shining like gems. A vast, glittering landscape existed right there on the forgotten street. Shayaan gasped in amazement. He ran home, the magnifying glass clutched tight. His perspective had shifted from lack to abundance. Shayaan decided his first big idea would be to change the thing he hated most, the dusty porch of his own house. Using an old bucket and a worn brush, he meticulously washed the first step, focusing on every speck of dirt. It was a small change, but the clean wood gleamed proudly under the sun, a tiny victory. The next day, he used the magnifying glass to examine the cracked earth behind his house. He saw tiny, dormant roots, waiting for a chance. He remembered the giant oak and its small beginnings. With borrowed water and tireless effort, Shayaan nurtured that small patch, believing in the possibility of green life.